Well, Robbo, that's 12 goals in 3 games. How do you sum up how this has really turned around from a couple of weeks ago?
Because I think the players believed in what we're doing. I still maintain it's very. People will say it's very easy for me to say it when you've done that. You've scored 12 in 3, but there were lots of things that were right in what we were doing, and there was some bits missing. But I still think there were performances. Plymouth away. If you look at the stats in terms of chances and shots and clear chances were very similar to, not today because I know we had loads of chances, but the Ipswich game, and we didn't put the ball in the back of the net. So we talked about finding those extra layers, and we found them. So I still maintain. People might hate the word, that it has been a process. We had to get solid, we had to get hard to beat, which we did, and then obviously that's quite hard. Then you need to find the goals, and we found them the last 3 games. But nothing's cured. We got to keep doing it. Teams are going to look at us now and look at what we're doing and how we hurt them, and we've got to keep pursuing ways to keep hurting teams and scoring goals.
Some of that attacking interplay in the first half, though, Ayub, Ashal, Ollie, Joe Piggott, it was really pleasing to watch.
No, I mean, going forward was the best we've been. There's no doubt. We played so quick. And in so varying ways, whether it was quick combinations, one touch, going in behind, there was a bit of everything going on, as well as some great individual skill as well, and that carried on for the beginning of the second half as well. Ollie down here on the touchline. So no, I mean, going forward, we were so exciting, but there were still things that we needed to improve on defensively. I didn't think we looked as solid today. In certain areas we could have found ourselves one down early on, and we didn't start the game well enough, and we've had a chat in there now of how if this happens again and we're in front like that, how we finish games better, because I think we needed to finish the game better.
In terms of where that leaves us now, 5 points clear of the drop zone, but there can be no resting on laurels, can they?
No, 100%, and that's the pleasing thing. We're going in the dressing room, and obviously you're happy. You've got to celebrate and enjoy your football, but the standards are up here, and we're having those discussions. As in, we shouldn't be finishing games flat. There's 2 ways you finish that game. You finish it continually pressing, as I put on 5 subs, or you finish it by being in good shape and moving the ball around, and they're chasing shadows, and that didn't happen, because you're not going to have the luxury of being 3-4 goals up all the time. So that's where the standards need to be, and no, we've got to prepare for the next game and take more points, and that has to continue right the way to the end of the season.
A couple of weeks ago, though, we were doing interviews, and you were perhaps hinting that it was a mental thing in front of goal. How much has Steve Salas helped to take it? That's part of his role.
No, Steve's been brilliant. He fed things into me after the Plymouth and the Fleetwood game, when I thought we performed well, and he fed something into me, and I took it into a meeting and then took it into training, and I think it's made a difference, and that's Steve's job, to be looking from the outside and picking up on things that maybe we miss, and then it's my job to implement it into the training, and well, not my job, but everyone's job to implement it into the training. And as I said, and at the moment we've done that, but as soon as you think you've got it, it can be taken away from you. So now it's about maintaining it, and then looking at other aspects and just keeping it going.
And Will Nightingale, are we expecting a 3rd headed goal in 3 games on Tuesday?
And again, he could have had another one, and so that's good. But no, great header, and fair play to Andy. That's another set piece, but also, there's lots of other work. Andy isn't just about, he's about restarts. He's about momentum. He's about us gaining momentum from every restart, whether it's their restart or our restart. So, there's been huge improvements in that as well. So he's done well.
Well done, Robbo.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you.